Mazel tov.
You need a prayer book? Go grab a prayer book.
I have some here too.
Go grab a prayer book. No. Right there. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שברחים גם יחד. page 10. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שברחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שברחים גם יחד. 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 הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שברחים גם יחד.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
I'm Rabbi
Shalom.
Lorraine Rudenberg. I'm filling in for Rabbi Morrison this Erev Shabbat. As Shabbat begins, let's take a moment to relax and to reflect on all the good that's in our lives. Let's put aside the everyday and enter into the holiness that Shabbat brings us, even if just for a few hours. The world will be waiting, but we will begin again refreshed after we give ourselves the gift of Shabbat peace. We're excited to have you join us this evening for Shabbat services. If you're a first-time visitor, we would enjoy getting to know you. So board members, please raise your hands if you're here somewhere, and please see one of them if you're new. If you don't know anyone or you want to know more about us, please see one of them after services. Tonight, the candles will be lit by the Ben Zvi family in honor of Amit's Ben Zvi's bat mitzvah. If you're celebrating a birthday or an anniversary during the month of February, we invite you to come up to open the ark. I'll tell you when. The beautiful Bima flowers tonight are sponsored by Susan Gladstone in memory of her father, Rabbi Neret. Thank you to our pianist, Pat Seymour, our cantorial soloist, Karen Pincus, and to our sound technician, Maria Erby. I got it. No. After the service, please join us for our oneg. And lastly, please turn off your cell phones before we start the service. Thank you. Again, Shabbat Shalom.
And Ben Zvi family?
We're going to begin, I think, with the candle blessing.
Yes.
Right? We're going to begin with the candle blessing. The candle blessing is on page 2 in your Siddur. And I invite Itai, Lauren, Naya, Amit, and Avi Ben Zvi to the bima to light the candles in honor of Naya's bat mitzvah
Of
tomorrow.
Amit's.
Amit's, okay.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm just filling.
That's okay. Come on over. Someone come over. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת. Wait, come here. Okay, say either this one or that one.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all those who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
Amen. Beautiful job.
And we're going to continue with Kabbalat Shabbat on page 11, Eli Chamda Libi. What do you need? The book?
No.
Oh, wait. You could tell I'm new. Now that and since I was last here, things changed a little bit. So now we're going to, as we've welcomed Shabbat into the sanctuary, let's welcome each other in. So let's get up and say hello to each other, welcome each other, wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom. And I definitely understood the look that came. And now we're going to continue with Kabbalat Shabbat. On page 11, Eli Chamda Libi.
Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Hosanna. Hosanna ve'ala titalam. Hosanna ve'ala titalam. Hosanna ve'ala titalam. Hosanna ve'ala titalam. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele Chamda Libi. Ele 13. O Zarua, Latzadik, Ulishre Lev Simcha.
Page 14.
O Zarua, Latzadik.
At the bottom of the page.
Ulishre Lev Simcha. O Zarua, Latzadik, Ulishre Lev Simcha. Ulishre Lev Simcha. O Zarua, Latzadik, Ulishre Lev Simcha. Ulishre Lev Simcha. Yadadai. Die, 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 die. Yeah, die. Yeah, die, die. Yeah, die, die, die. Yeah, die. Yeah, die, die.
And we're going to continue with L'chai Dodi, which is on page 20. A little bit of information, a little bit of history about L'chai Dodi before we start. Jewish tradition compares the arrival of Shabbat to the arrival of a very important guest. In the 16th century, the Jewish mystics of Safed in the land of Israel, or Sfat in the land of Israel, took this imagery so seriously, the idea of a guest, that on Friday afternoons they would dress in white in their finery and they would go out into their town and into their fields to welcome the Shabbat bride. As the sunset began, they would sing L'chai Dodi as they walked towards the sunset. L'chai Dodi was their song, and from the biblical book of prophets and the Talmud and the Kabbalah, and today, Shabbat is referred to as both a bride and a queen. Shlomo Alkabetz, the author of L'chai Dodi, wove together biblical verses. All of the verses are biblical, with the understanding that Shabbat bestows a blessing upon us and upon all Israel when we celebrate Shabbat. We continue that tradition tonight. We're going to sing L'chai Dodi, and I'll tell you when, because at the very end, for the very last verse, we rise and bow to welcome the Shabbat bride. The tune changes, and I'll give you a sign. L'chai Dodi, page 20.
L'chai Dodi, Likrot Kala, Penei Shabbat Nikabela. L'chai Dodi, Likrot Kala, Penei Shabbat Nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmianu el ha'meuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'Shemo tiferet velit ilah. L'chai Dodi, Likrot Kala, Penei Shabbat Nikabela. L'chai Dodi, Likrot Kala, Penei Shabbat Nikabela. Likrot Shabbat lechu v'nercha, kehi mekor haberacha, merosh mekedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tehila. L'chai Dodi, Likrot Kala, Penei Shabbat Nikabela. L'chai Dodi, Likrot Kala, Penei Shabbat Nikabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, kivarech kumi ori, 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 shirdaberi, Likrat kala Penei Shabbat Hikabela Lecha Dodi Likrat kala Penei Shabbat Hikabela.
We turn to page 22 for Mizmor Shir. Mizmor Shir, Layom HaShabbat.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון. כי שימחת אדוני בפועלך במעשה ידיך הרנן. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון.
If you're able, please rise and turn to page 28 for the Baruch Hu, our call to worship.
Lai 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 Baruchu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai.
We're going to continue with a prayer that was written with Karen and the Hebrew School children, and it's a beautiful prayer, so we've incorporated it into our Friday night service. It's on the back of your pamphlet, and Karen will call some of the children to help her, or not help her,
Actually,
do it. Read their prayer.
It's the kind
Oh,
of the
it's in the
second to the
middle?
last page. And actually, Haley, do you and Jesse want to come up? Who's up? I can't see with these. These are readers, so.
Wait, it's
Who else? Oh, wait. Reagan, come on up.
Okay. Karen, it's not this?
No. It's right here.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
I must
There
have.
you go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Blessed are you.
Who gives birth to a new generation in the universe, who creates the sun and the moon and the Torah, who creates our past and writes our future, who gives us our family and our friends, who gives us the things we celebrate, and who gives us the chance to do good and correct the bad. Blessed are you, Adonai, who protects us and helps us through our lives.
Great job.
Amen.
Amen.
We continue on page 32 with Ahavat Olam.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת.
You can sit down.
על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו ובחומנו, נצליח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו Yisrael. And now, all of the children from our religious school, or everyone in here, all of the kids who are pre-B'nai Mitzvah, including you, come on up.
We turn to page 34 for the Shema, and please rise.
Ready, ready, ready. Awesome, awesome. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Great job.
That was great.
And now, Amit will be chanting the V'ahavta with a little help from her sisters.
Please be seated.
There you go. You may be seated.
Page 36.
Closer. 1, 2. V'ahavta et Adonai.
אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך,
ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך, בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי ואת קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, לילות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohechem Emet.
אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Beautiful. All right. Give Tiffany go. Thank you.
Good job, girls.
Great
That was great. We're going to continue on page 39. We're going to read responsively the second reading on the page. I'll begin. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your ways.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Page 40, we continue with the Micha Mocha.
Yada die 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 die, yada die die die, yada die 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 die, yada die 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 die, yada die die die, yada die 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 die. Mi chamocha ba'ili Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, o sefele, o sefele. Malkutecha ra'u vanecha, bokeh hayam livnei Moshe u'Miriam. Malkutecha ra'u vanecha, bokeh hayam livnei Moshe u'Miriam. Tzili, anu v'yameru, Adonai imloch, leolam, leolam va'ed. Yada die 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 die, yada die die die, yada die 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 die, yada die 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 die, yada die die die, yada die 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 die. V'ne'emar ki v'adar Adonai et Yaakov, uge'alo miyad chazak mimenu, baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. Yada die 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 die, yada die die die, yada die 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 die, yada die 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 die, yada die die die, yada die 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 die. Amen. Amen.
We're going to turn to page 43 and continue with the words of the Hashkivenu. The Hashkivenu is a prayer most often said in the evening service. It envisions God as a guide and a shelter during the night ahead, and praises God for watching over us and delivering us and being merciful. We ask God to spread a canopy of peace over us, like a warm blanket, until we wake up in the morning to life restored. On page 43, let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim.
Baruch atah Adonai, haborei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim shalom. Baruch atah Adonai, haborei sukat shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael.
We're going to turn to page 44 and sing for the words of the Shamru, which are taken. We talked about how Lechad Odi is biblical verses woven together. The Shamru is the words of Exodus 31, 16 and 17. So again, biblical verses woven together into a song.
The Shamru.
Page 44.
And you guys know this, so sing along. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam ritolam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam ritolam. B'nei Reuven b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et haaretz. Uvayom hashvi'i Shavat vayinafash v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam ritolam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael
have arrived at the central prayer of our service, the Tefillah, on page 46. I'm going to ask you to rise, if you're able, and turn to page 46. Before we begin, there's a reading on page 47 that I would like to share with you. Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, and rebuild a weakened will. We continue on page 46.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agitehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol, HaGibor HaNorah, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Bekonei HaKol, Bezocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Hozeu Moshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol atah Rav leHoshia, Mashiv HaRuach uMorid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verovei Cholim, Umatir Azorim, Umekayem Be'emunato Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Baal Gevurot, Umido Melech, Melech Memit, Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah le'achayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated. We're going to continue on page 58, skipping a few pages, with our prayer of gratitude. Modim anachnu lach. We gratefully acknowledge that you are our God and we are your children. Page 58, Modim anachnu lach.
Modim anachnu lach, Shatanu Adonai Eloheinu, Ve'Elohei Avotenu, Ve'imotenu, Le'olam va'ed. Tzur chayenu, Magen Yishenu, Atahu Ledor vador, Zor Chayenu Magen Yishenu Atahu Letov Adon Modim Anachnu Lach She'atahu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'Elohei Avotenu Ve'imotenu Le'olam Va'ed Le'olam Va'ed Le'olam Va'ed.
In a moment, we're going to continue with a prayer for peace, Shalom Rav. The words Shalom Rav mean great peace or abundant peace, even maybe the peace that this planet so desperately needs, and we continue to pray for. And here's the thing, a great peace can only come when the whole world strives for it. We must pray and work for peace until it is achieved everywhere. And we can never, ever give up, Hatikva, the hope, for peace between people, between nations. And so we pray, Shalom Rav, page 60.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael, Amcha, Amcha, Tasim leolam, Tasim leolam, Ki atom melech, Adon lechol hashalom, Ve'atom be'enecha levarech, את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Bring peace to your people, Israel. Bring peace to your people, Israel. For you are the one Adon lechol hashalom ve'atom be'enecha. Bless your people, Israel, every moment, every day bishlomecha. Baruch atah Adonai. Bless your people, Israel, with peace. Shalom.
After that beautiful prayer for peace, let's take a moment for the prayers of our heart. May we find a place of peace within ourselves as we reach out to God. We pray silently. Nobel laureate Isaac Bashevis Singer observes that whenever he takes the Bible from his bookcase, he cannot put it down. He says, I always find new aspects, new facts, new tension, new information in it. I sometimes imagine that when I sleep or I take a walk, some hidden scribe invades my house and puts new passages in, new names, new events into this wonderful book. Well, that's the way I feel about this week's Torah portion, Mishpatim, which means rules or laws. And sounds boring, but that's how it makes me feel. I think it's a very rich, full portion. It's a goldmine of things to think about and to find meaning in. Actually, one of my favorite portions. I'm going to talk about 3 things in this parsha that touched me and made me think. I hope they will do the same for you. You've heard of poetic license. Well, the Torah takes what I like to call Torah license, which means that everything in the parsha may not be chronological or even on the same topic, but it is philosophically holistic in that it all belongs together. The parts are interconnected and not understandable without being referenced to the whole portion. So the first part. As God is speaking his laws to the Israelites through Moses, we begin to see that it will be through all the laws taken together that God will form an orderly, harmonious, and safe community that will also be just, holy, and compassionate for the Israelites. The laws in Mishpatim are given in the name of God, by God. And so violations of the laws are violations against God, not just against the other person. Unlike secular legal traditions, these laws come not from people's wisdom and experience, but rather as a reflection of divine principles that God has built into the world. Eitz Chaim, the JPS commentary to the Torah, explains, the dignity of a human being is as much a permanent part of God's creation of the world as the laws of gravity. All God's laws call upon us to sanctify our relationships with other people. All laws call for the recognition of the image of God in every person and the presence of God in every relationship, because the laws come from God. Within the laws of crime and punishment, we find fairness. There are degrees of particular crimes and mitigating circumstances. The truth is of ultimate importance, and the same justice applies to all people. Justice is mixed with compassion. People are given fair trials and the benefit of the doubt. Witnesses are tested, and even cities of refuge are set up to avoid vigilante justice. Kindness towards strangers is commanded. We are to love the stranger, not only because we were once strangers, but because God loves the stranger. God watches out for the widow and the orphan, he tells Moses in this parsha, because they have no property of their own and no one to look out for them. And so it is also our obligation as well. Thus, we're commanded to leave the corners of our fields unharvested so that the poor may glean from them. And we are warned against embarrassing or belittling anyone. We are not to charge interest on loans, and if someone has given a coat or a garment as collateral for a loan, the garment must be returned by nighttime, because even the poorest among us must be warm at night. To keep it would be cruel and inhumane. There are laws against rumors and gossip regarding the humane treatment of our enemies, our workers, indentured and free, our prisoners, and even our animals. We are warned against bribes and lies because they skew justice. And God reminds us over and over again that God is watching. There's much more here. I don't have time for everything. But if we create a society with God's mishpatim in this parsha, we create a society that through our actions will bring God's presence into the world and it will be a world in which God will want to be. That's all in the beginning of the Parsha, but there's two other teachings towards the end that I want to point out. After Moses finished speaking with the Israelites still gathered at the foot of Sinai, Moses asks if they will accept God's laws and agree to live in a covenantal relationship with God according to these laws. They quickly answer all together, Na'aseh v'nishma, we will do and we will obey. Wouldn't you think they would want to ask some questions, discuss or think about what all these laws would mean to their lives? Nope, the Israelites are willing to follow God's laws before they even know any of the details. And the Midrash tells us that all of the Israelites, 600,000 of them, according to tradition, spoke as one with one voice. Well, sometimes the Torah doesn't explain, but here it is making a point about life. Reflecting on this answer, we know that there are many things in life and in Judaism that we cannot appreciate until we actually do them. We have to accept them before we do them. They are beyond the understanding of intellect alone, like a runner's high, or loving a child, or falling in love, or the joy of Shabbat, or that praying in song can get you up on your feet and dancing. We accept medicine from a doctor without understanding how it works. We commit ourselves to marriages, to parenthood, and to careers as acts of faith before we fully understand what they entail. So too, then, the Israelites accepted God's laws as an act of faith and emunah, trust in God. And finally, at the end of the Parsha in Exodus 24:12, we read, "And God said to Moses, 'Come up to me on the mountain and be there, v'yehi sham.'" Menachem Mendel of Kotz, the Kotzker Rebbe, in his commentary to Mishpatim, is struck by the apparent redundancy of this verse. If Moses were to follow God's instructions and come up on the mountain, he would already be there. Why then does the text bother to specify and be there? Where else could Moses be? The Rebbe understands this apparent redundancy to mean that even if Moses uses all of his strength to ascend onto the high mountaintop and is indeed able to reach the summit, it is nevertheless possible that Moses is still really not there. His mind may be somewhere else. God is asking Moses not merely to ascend, but also to be there on God's mountain, in that sacred space, at that special time, to actually be fully present there and nowhere else. The Kotzker Rebbe concludes that this teaches us something, that being there is not merely a geographical that being there is not merely geographical, not merely a physical presence, but a clear focused state of mind. Thus, even if Moses is there standing on the mountaintop as God has instructed, God is telling Moses he must be fully present. Moses was very human, and the Rebbe is pointing that out too. Just like most of us, Moses has a lot going on in his world. His life, like ours, is full of distractions and worries, and it's not always easy to be present anywhere. So often in our lives, with not so many words, we're called upon to be present for a loved one who needs us, or to be somewhere and completely focus on what is going on. It's not easy, but the Torah teaches us here that it is so important. In summing up this parsha, with so much in it, I'm reminded of the famous words of the first-century teacher, Ben Bagbag, who captured the truth when he told his students, "Turn the Torah and turn it again, for everything you want to know is found within it." Amen.
And we have a beautiful song about treating people well that you can find in your program on second to the last page. It's called Open Your Eyes. Open your eyes and look for someone or some work for the sake of one who needs a little time, a little friendship, a little sympathy. 'Cause God has no other hands but ours to hold and comfort. God has no other arms but ours to carry the fallen. God has no other ears to listen to the tears of the lonely. No other mouths but ours to share words of kindness. And God has no other hearts but ours to reach out with our love to all who are in need and who wait and wait for it to come from us. Open your eyes and look for someone or some work for the sake of one who needs a little time, a little friendship, a little sympathy, and who waits and waits and waits.
That song matched very well to what I said, and we didn't even really
tried.
coordinate that, so we're thinking alike. Let's take a moment as our hearts turn and our minds turn to those in need of prayers for healing, whether of body or soul or spirit. Those in our community, loved ones and friends, those whose names we know and can say, and those whose names we don't even know. On all their behalf, we ask for refuah shlema, a return to wholeness. We ask God to be present with them through their struggle and give them strength and hope. I'm going to ask you to say the name. Please rise if you're going to say a name of someone that you would like us to say a Mishaberach for, to include all together. We will take them all into our hearts.
Vivian Whitcoff.
We take them all into our hearts with our own, and like I said before, even those we don't know about, but maybe our prayers will reach them too. God will reach them for sure. And we continue with the Mishaberach. We sing together on page 253. Okay. at the top of the page.
Mi sheberach avotenu mekol bracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach. Mi sheberach imotenu mekol bracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say all together, Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Rofeh HaCholim. We're going to continue on page 282 with the Elenu, and it's my pleasure now to call up to open the ark everyone who has a birthday or an anniversary in the month of February. Please come forward. I have a blessing for you too, so I'll make it worth your while. Let's all stand close to the ark together. Thank you. We can even open the ark. It's not on. Is it? Okay.
Wait, no, not yet.
Come close, come close.
Not yet.
As the ark is open, please rise. Thank you. Mishaberach avotenu ve'imotenu. May the Holy One who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless those here tonight who are celebrating a birthday or an anniversary in the month of February, the Hebrew month of Shvat Adar. Please protect them. May they continue to enjoy your blessings. Grant them success and fulfillment in all their endeavors, embraced by those they love and those who love them. Bless them, God, with joy, with love, with length of years beneath your sheltering presence. And together we say,
Amen.
Amen. The Elenu can be found. The Elenu's on page 282.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים Elohim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shehu Noche Shamayim Ve'Yoser Haaretz Umoshav Yekaro Bashamayim Mima'al Ushkinatu Zo Begov Meromim Hu Eloheinu Enod Emet Malkeinu Efesulato Kol Katuv Betorato V'yadata hayom V'hashevota elevavecha Ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim B'shamayim imal Ve'al haaretz mitachat Enod V'nemar V'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz Bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad U'shemo
Please be seated. Please be seated. I have 2 mics now. I can. Karen, maybe I'll just put it down. Thanks. Our hearts turn to those we have loved and lost, those who no longer walk this earth with us, but who live in our hearts. Their memories are precious, precious inheritance. I'd like to share some words with you. They're not in the book. Death cannot sever our connection to those we have lost. The soul is eternal, and it can never be extinguished. But not only the soul survives, the bonds of love are stronger than death. The lessons that our loved ones taught us, their goodness, their deeds, their wisdom, will remain with us always. Zichrono levracham, their lives have been a blessing. Please rise when I say the name of your loved one. I'm going to begin with reminding us that we are still sorrowfully remembering Gladys Cowan, who died just 3 weeks ago, very near still. And we commemorate the yurtzites tonight of Nathan Avrak, Sidney Barbanel, Beatrice Basker Belmont, Max Blumenthal, Molly T. Brown, Selma Buckman, Isidore Cohn, Israel Davidson, Louis J. Desauer, Sidney J. Gellis, Ethel Gerstein, Morris Gettleman, Robert Glazier, Charles M. Greenberg, Sadie L. Kahn, Abraham Kaplan, Fanny Kimmelman, Evelyn Lambersky, Sylvia Lanner, Eva Furman Lubau, Lisa Morgan, Joseph Narrett, Leopoldo Neufeld, Esther Newman, Morris Peters, Maurice Rappaport, Max Raskin, Irving Rosen, Pearl Roth, Sadie Ruskin, Morris S. Schiff, Samuel O. Schwartz, Lena Seidenberg, Anna Seligson, David L. Slan, Solomon Smolowitz, Bernard Sturar, Martha Todd, Richard John Warner, Harry Wall, Zelma Wolf, Louis Wolfson, and Irving L. Wolf. If I have mispronounced the name of a loved one, please correct me now, say their name. And if I have forgotten anyone, please rise and say their name aloud too. Anyone else? We rise as a community in support of each other. Please rise. We support each other and we say Kaddish for all those who have no one left to say Kaddish for them. Kaddish can be found on page 294. Yitgadol v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'alma divrach hirotei v'yamlich malchutei, v'hayachon uv'yomachon u'chayei dekol beit Yisrael, v'agala uv'izman karev v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mivorach le'olam omei maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yithalev v'yithalal, shmei v'kudashah b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran bi'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Their memories are a blessing. Please be seated. And finally, we are going to do Kiddush, which is a lot of fun at Temple Israel if you don't know that, because I'm going to ask everyone to come forward and be together as we sing the Kiddush.
The Kiddush.
Big mistake.
Here, could we have that? Actually, Michal Ohayan, would you like to hold the Kiddush cup? Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. You'll do it with me. Come on. Oh, the Moroccan way. I don't know that way. That's awesome. All right. Oh. Okay. Can we Okay. Can I get Itai? There we go. Okay, ready. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinechilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ava uvratzon hinechaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat Mekadesh HaShabbat Mekadesh HaShabbat Mekadesh HaShabbat Mekadesh Shabbat, Mekadesh Shabbat, Mekadesh Shabbat, Mekadesh Shabbat. Amen. Go ahead. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Hine matov u'mana'im, shaverachim gam yachad. Hine matov u'mana'im, shaverachim gam yachad. Hine matov u'mana'im, shaverachim gam yachad. Hine matov u'mana'im, shaverachim